Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. And in today's episode, we're back in the Nether, and we're going to be working on another one of our Nether tunnels. A couple episodes ago, we did the one that leads to the end portal, and today we're going to work out the one that leads to the ocean monument, which I have decided I am going to make into a project, clearing that whole thing out and all that kind of stuff. It's going to take a really long time, but I think I'll manage. I'll be okay. So let's go ahead and make a few stacks. Yeah, let's make a couple stacks of cyan stained glass here. There we go. I'll throw that away. And then somewhere in one of these chests, aha, this one. I've got a bunch of prismarine, and I have some prismarine some of these sea lanterns as well. We'll also grab this dark prismarine, and I think for now that's everything I need. Pretty sure, yeah. So what I'm thinking is that we are going to kind of design this tunnel and make it very kind of, I want to kind of create the feeling that you're underwater. Now, obviously, water can't be in the Nether. We can't, make water streams or anything like that. There's some ways to do it with, cauldrons, but it's not practical. I've done a little bit of, I've started to work on this already a little bit. And basically, I've just got these dark prismarine pillars in place here. And I want it to kind of match this same size right here. So I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be able to make this work. Now, what we need to sort out is we need to sort out what blocks are going to go where. So I'm thinking right here, we're going to do rows of these guys, this regular prismarine, and then we'll put a sea lantern down like that. So every, 5 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah, we'll do that going all the way down, and that should keep this all nice and lit up for us. Oop. And then we've got sand in here as well, because obviously in the ocean, you're going to see sand. So I figured it would be kind of a cool under the ground material to use. So we'll get all of this in place like that. There we go. And here. And we should have, I think we'll have enough sea lanterns. Yeah, we'll be good. So let me finish getting this in place, and then I'll come right back to you. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got the prismarine going down here. We've got our glowstone in place, and then I added another row of these prismarine bricks right here as well. I hope that I have enough of these. I mean, I suppose I can always go back to the ocean monument and get more if I need it. So the next step is going to be to fill this in with this cyan glass, and I think that, yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, let me get that in place. All right, guys, all the prismarine glass is in place. Now, we need to cover this up with something, otherwise it's going to be a spawnable area. And I'm thinking we're going to go sandstone slabs. I know we use sandstone over here, but we use it in the walls, not in the... that was pretty much the only place that we used it. So I think we'll be okay to use sandstone slabs. I don't think it will look... I don't think it'll look bad. I think it'll look just fine. Especially since we're using it pretty much for the color more than anything else. Let's also grab a bunch of this prismarine brick and some more regular sand as well, and then I'll put this clay away. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the ceiling yet, but it's going to be something. I know that for sure. So let me get all the sandstone in place, and then we'll go from there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take another layer of prismarine brocks. We're going to take a layer of prismarine brocks. Yes. And we'll put those like this. All right. So we got that in place. Now what I'd like to do is I'd basically like to do this, but reversed. So up here, we would put down a row of sand. And then we would cap it off with sandstone like that. However, that actually is not going to be high enough, is it? How much more of this stuff do I have? I've got a bit. I think I have enough for 2 rows. Maybe. It's going to be really close. If I don't, I'm going to have to run back and get more, which really wouldn't be the end of the world. But my plan is to do that, and then on top of it, we'll put sand, and on top of that, we'll put sandstone. So it'll be a tunnel that's basically like this. And as far as this little part right here, I don't know yet. I don't know if I want... We could also... Well, I kind of like the sand back here, though. Let's just see. We do that. Put our sand here. Like that. I mean, it definitely feels prismarine. It definitely feels prismarine-y. Prismarine-y? Is that a word? It is now. It definitely feels Ocean Monument-esque to me. I like the feeling that we're creating here, and I think it's good. I do think I'm probably going to have to go back into the Ocean Monument to get more of these prismarine bricks, because I think what we have here is not going to be enough, especially once we kind of get into the roof, because I have I think kind of a cool idea for the roof as well. So let me get a bit more work done here. This part I'm set on. Like, this part I think looks good. I'm happy with it. I don't think we need to, mess around with it a whole lot. I like this style right here. So let me work on that for a little bit, and I will come back to you shortly. All right, guys, I am out. I am out of this prismarine brick. So I'm going to have to run in and get more. We're very close, though. All of these are good all the way to that end. Still haven't figured out what we're going to do with the ceiling yet. But, I mean, we've only got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more of these little sections to go. I mean, 8.5, basically. We have 8.5 sections. Each one of them requires 5 of each. So, yeah, we'll be good. We'll be okay. It shouldn't take me that long. However, I will need a lot more. Because... you know what I need? I need a torch. I need a torch, and I need my armor. And you know what? I bet I don't have an ender chest on me. Nope, I don't. Aw, man. Alright, guys, I am back. So, I got everything I need, I think. Pretty sure. So, what we're gonna do is finish filling this in, although I just realized I'm out of sandstone as well. I've got the sand, though, so we'll be okay. Let me finish filling these last couple little bits in right here. That one's good. That one's good. That's good. That pigman is in the way, as always. Pigman. No, just get out. Stupid pigman. Alright, well, we'll fill these in while we wait for Mr. Pigman to move, since he wants to be difficult. There we go. Oh. What? I must have accidentally scrolled over. That was a little weird. Okay, anyway, there we go. So that is all in place. That needs to go up there, and all we have left is the sandstone slabs, and that should be relatively easy. So, now what we need to do is we need to start working out a bit of a ceiling design. And what I'm thinking is something like this, and then up here, we'll go one more. So we'll do like that. And maybe, I'll have to figure out exactly how I want to do that, but I'm thinking what we're going to do is incorporate some more stained glass into this in our ceiling, which I think will be pretty cool. And then we'll take regular prismarine and bring it across like this, right? And maybe like up here as well, just because it's a little bit different. And then it changes colors too, which is pretty cool. So we do something like that, and then this part right here would be cyan stained clay or cyan stained glass. That's kind of my plan. Maybe. I haven't decided for sure yet, but I want to try it out. However, there's some resources and things that I got to go grab, like cyan glass and some more sandstone to finish this off. So let me get that done, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I'm back. I got all the sandstone in place, and I did a little bit of work on the roof as well. I think I figured out our roof design, and I like it. I think it's really good. And it's really simple, too, which is always a good thing. So we're going to take some sandstone slabs and some of this regular prismarine right here. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to put our regular prismarine in these gaps like this. As you can see here. Oop. Misplaced that one. Come back, you. There we go. So we do something along those lines. This is a little weird. There we go. We'll bring that one down. We put our regular prismarine in like that. And then we'll take sandstone slabs and just bring them across the top like that to kind of cover up that netherrack. Still creates a little bit of depth in the roof and gives us kind of this consistent color change as well. You know, we got the sandstone. It's a nice mix. This is actually like a pretty good color palette. I think it looks really good. And then back here, well, we've got prismarine brick again. But all in all, like, I think this really works. I think this really works well. So now at this point, all I need to do is basically go down, go down the line, if you will, and fill all of those in. So let me get that done, and then we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, I am back, and it's done, and I think it looks really good. I think I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. It looks very, very good. It's all nice and lit up. It's completely mob safe. There's no mobs that can spawn in here because there are no spawnable areas. Everything's either a transparent block, glass, or a slab. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it. And, obviously, if you take one look down this tunnel, you're going to know, oh, that goes to the ocean monument. And you can tell because there's prismarine and its variants all over the place. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm good with it. Now, I need to head back into Altum and do a couple of little things there. So I'm going to head that way, and I'll meet you there in just a bit. All right, guys, I am back, and we are here in the Hall of Patrons, and we have a few new people to induct. So we've got Sarah Wilson, George Karampagius? Sorry, George, I'm sure I just butchered your last name. George, Joshua Jacket, Joshua, I probably butchered your last name too. Nicholas Sorensen and Andrea Eckert. Some of them have not yet sent me their in-game names, but that's okay. I will add them later, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to see them because at the rate we're going, we're down here all the time. So, yeah, good stuff. But anyway, that is the new inductees. Oh, I've got game mode. See, I accidentally typed that name wrong. There we go. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. Back to survival. Okay, so that works out. Let's head back up, and I want to check on our nether wart farm and see how it's doing. One thing that I did not actually realize that I was watching one of Etho's videos recently. I think it was one of his new ones. He just built like a nether wart farm in his world that's significantly bigger and fancier than mine, of course, because, Etho does technical farm things, and I don't. But he was talking about the mechanics of nether wart, and what he mentioned was that you get significantly more nether wart by using something to harvest it that has fortune on it. So it's actually a fortune, it's actually a crop that can be fortuned. And all crops in Minecraft actually can be fortuned. It does make a little bit of a difference. Like if you harvest your, I don't know, potatoes or something with a tool that has fortune on it, you will get a few more potatoes, but it's not a massive gain in most cases. It's a little bit, I think it's like roughly a 25% increase or a 30% increase or something like that. I'm sure Exuma has done a video on it in his myth-busting series at some point. But with Nether wart, that is actually not the case. So, for example, we break this, we get 2 Nether wart. That was just breaking it with a bare hand. On the other hand, if I use my fortune pick, that gave us 7. And that one gave us 5. And that one gave us another, I forget how many I had before that. But long story short, using a fortune pick on this stuff makes a huge difference in the return that you get when fortuning these, or when harvesting these things. Like, just that little bit, I've already got a full stack of Nether wart. So, with that in mind, I'm thinking we're probably going to want to revamp our Nether wart farm here a little bit so that we can basically encourage the use of fortune. Because realistically, I can use my fortune pick all day long. Anytime it gets low in durability, I can just run over to the Ender and repair it. It has mending. It'll last me forever. Not a big deal. But that will give me a lot more Nether wart, which will really kind of speed up the process of constructing my Nether tunnel, my main tunnel. Because Nether wart brick? Red nether brick? Red nether brick. The one that you make using nether bricks and nether wart. I forget the name of it. I'm pretty sure it's red nether brick. Anyway, that is one of the things that's kind of holding up my building process, because every little tunnel? Wow, words. Every little tunnel section has a bunch of red nether brick in it. We've got basically 5 nether brick in the floor. The floor, on the other hand, is already done, so that's inconsequential. But then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the walls, and another 1, 2, 3 in the ceiling. So basically 7 of this red nether brick for each wall section. And there's a lot of wall sections. There's a lot of wall sections. So, I mean, like, I've got 56 red nether brick right now. That's 8 sections. But if you think about it, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're not even like halfway to the tunnels over there that we built the last couple episodes, the Guardian Farm, or the Ocean Monument, and the End Portal. So we got a lot. We need a lot of red nether brick. Significantly more than this. I mean, only 7 per section is good, but that still adds up really quick. And we need a lot of nether brick as well. But I'm doing okay there. We've got so much netherrack. These 2 auto smelters have just been doing work, just pumping out nether brick and doing amazing things for me. So it's all good. It's all good there. I'm not really concerned with it. I mean, we've got all these nether bricks here that we can turn into, blocks and build with, and, we'll be fine. And I've got chests upon chests of netherrack that I can smelt up to kind of continue that process, so I'm not super worried about it. Coal is actually one thing that we're kind of doing poor on. I've got some blaze rods in here from our blaze farm that we built a couple episodes ago, but we're running kind of dangerously low on coal. So I'm going to have to do some hardcore mining in the near future here. Ooh, also, another thing I didn't realize that this changed, and I'm not sure when it did, but it appears the behavior for chests has actually changed a little bit. And I just realized this fairly recently, because these top chests would not open. And I was like, what in the world? They opened before. They should open. What's going on? So check this out, right? if you have a chest down and you put a stair on top of it like this, it used to be that it would open just fine. You know, it was a transparent block. It wasn't a full block, so you wouldn't have any issues opening it whatsoever. Now, on the other hand, if the stair is upside down, then the chest opens perfectly. No problems. Right? At the same time, slabs, right? If you have a slab here, the chest doesn't open. On the other hand, if the slab is up a block, then it opens just fine. So I'm not sure when that behavior changed. I mean, this world, it had to be sometime between 10.0 and 1.10.0 and 1.10.2. I'm not sure when that changed exactly. But that essentially broke, I'm sure that broke some storage rooms for people who are going to have to redesign some things. Because I used to, if I wanted to have a flat ceiling above my chests, I would just put slabs over top of them or upside down stairs or something like that. Now you need at least a little bit of space above the chest, whether that's a stair, you know, part of a stair, or part of a slab or something like that as well. The other behavior I want to check is if they open with transparent blocks, because it used to be if a chest was under a block of glass, it would open. Okay, and it seems that's still the case, so that's good. That's not broken, at least. But that's interesting. That kind of caught me off guard, and I'm not sure when exactly that changed. I missed the changelog on that. It must have been, as I said, it had to have been sometime between 1.10.0 and 1.10.2. I'm not sure when exactly that was, but, you know, hey, whatever. So anyway, yeah, guys, I think that is going to do it for this episode, because I am out of time for this one. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.